Okay. Hi, Emma. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Taylor?
Good, good. Congratulations on being our featured member for the fall. It's exciting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I know you've only been in the community for a short time, but we are so, so grateful to have you. And you're so involved with the community. And we just absolutely love seeing your face on the screen all the time. So
Aw, thank you.
and thank you for joining this chat for me today. And we're gonna go through some questions about your journey with Loyobo thus far. So let's get started. Joe, like I said, you've only been a member for a little while. So how long have you actually been a member, and what initially inspired you to join up?
Yeah, so I became a member in June, so it's been about 3 months. So I have always struggled with my relationship with my body and with movement. I've been in the background for the last few years trying to find a place that it was like a fitness, but it aligned with my values of not centered around weight loss, but around like building my relationship with my body and just a joyful movement. And I was just at a random artisan market one Saturday, and Loyobo had a booth, and I walked up to it because I didn't know what Loyobo meant. And I was introduced to the fun nature because I got to throw darts at balloons, and Courtney was very enthusiastic and told me about it. And everything that I read and learned that day really made me feel like this was the place that I had been looking for. So I just decided to try it and see what happened. And yeah, I'm never looking back.
Oh, that's so amazing to hear. And the dart game is so much fun.
Yes, it really is.
If anyone's ever been at one of our markets, it's always a fan favorite. So
Yeah.
Amazing. And so you said that you've really been looking for ways to like enjoy movement with like also loving your body. So what are some of your goals when it comes to your relationship with your body and really loving your body?
Yeah, I just want to be in a place where my body is not holding me back from anything. So being able to do the things that I love and I enjoy to do without worrying, okay, what's somebody thinking about my body? How does my body look? I just want to be in the moment, enjoy what I'm doing, and not have to worry about my body at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely feel that. And
Yeah.
it's so hard to get there. And then
Mhm.
it's a lot of baby steps, but is there
Yeah.
like something specific that that like maybe you've had in mind in the past that has held you back that you're like really looking forward to like working towards?
Yeah, I guess it's just I've often hid my body in the clothes I wear. So
Mhm.
I have been buying some more things and I'm like, you know what, I love that. And I'm not gonna be worried that, oh, someone can see my belly or whatnot. So I have been slowly edging into building a wardrobe that suits my personality rather than my body.
Oh, I love that so, so much. That is really, really great to hear. And that is definitely a sentiment that we hear quite often is that
Yeah.
like I'm always hiding in my clothes or I'm not wearing the things that I really want to wear because I feel like, it's not right for my body type
Yeah.
or it's not flattering, but it's about finding the clothes that work with your body. And
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
really excited to hear that that's something that
Yeah,
you're
it's been
starting to
great.
do. That's so great. So, on your journey, can you tell me about a challenge that you might have faced in the past and what you've done to overcome that?
Yeah, so I feel as a plus size person, it can be difficult to live in a society that values thinness, and you feel a little bit lesser than or undeserving of everything that everybody else should be deserving of. So, to kind of combat how I feel about myself due to the way society perceives plus size people, I try and find joyful movement, which happens a lot at Loyobo, and also just surrounding myself with people that support me and love me, and also curating my social media feed to people who are like-minded, and feel that everybody is worthy and deserving of the life that they want to live.
That's fantastic. And that's actually something that I've heard a lot of lately is more about surrounding yourself with those people and like your
Yeah,
exposure on media because
yeah.
and it can be kind of jarring sometimes. Like I was driving my kids to daycare and I heard a weight loss ad on the radio and I was like, what? Like, wait, that still exists? That's still a
I
thing?
know. Yeah.
because like you kind of curating the things that I expose myself to, whether it's on social media or like, the people that I surround myself with who can support me no matter what. And so that's really fantastic that you've done that too. And it's nice that we're able to, if we see something that doesn't work for us, it's just unsubscribe. And
Absolutely, yeah.
when it was a lot harder, a few years back, and like when it was like magazines and you were always bombarded with the same messaging, and you couldn't really get away from that. So that's an amazing step, and that is something that I have heard a lot of frequently. So
yeah,
that's so great. Do you have like some favorite accounts that you follow, or like?
Yeah, so there's a bunch, but I really like Alicia McCarville from out east. She's great.
Oh, her stuff is so great.
Yeah. And there's a few local people, like in Ontario, like Be Your Joy is one of them. Danielle's Anxious is one of them. The Birds Papaya is great too. There's a few pages called like the Confidence Corner I follow.
Okay.
I don't know where they're from, but it's just like little kind of mantras that they post to help you kind of build your confidence. And just kind of, once you start following a couple, you get like a lot of, they connect you to other ones, and so it's really easy once you have a handful to really curate your feed.
Oh, that last one, I'll have to write that down because that sounds really great. I'll have to check that out. Amazing. So you kind of touched a little bit on it so far, but like, can you tell me more about what your life was prior to your self-love journey and kind of joining Loyobo? And it sounds like you've already made some really, really big steps, which is great. But what was it like prior to that?
Yeah, so I mean, the pandemic didn't help, but I was in a place, not a good place, in terms of moving my body. I often didn't move it, and I often felt that when I did, it was more of a punishment, or like I had to earn eating or certain things by working out. And also like a lot of negative kind of self-talk and self-worth comments to myself. So all these things that I've talked about, like curating my social network and joining Little Yobo, has only like made me kind of flip the switch and turn things around.
Yeah, and that's really great you've done that, but it's so difficult. It like
really is.
When you're exposed,
it's ongoing.
It is, and like when you're exposed to those messages for so long, it's only natural. It becomes part of your self-talk and that inner monologue. With like Halloween coming up, I still remember a post I saw, and it was like how many jumping jacks you had to do to burn off one of those little Kit Kats, or how many sit-ups you had to do to burn off like those little Swedish berries or something like that. And it's just it's so toxic. and it's really, really, you're fostering such a negative relationship with those things, when they're things that you should be able to enjoy, and it's a fun time of year. And so, and a lot of people end up feeling really anxious about it. So
for sure. And also like the diets that we're not a diet, we're a lifestyle change.
Oh my gosh, I know.
We could talk a whole hour about that.
We really could. Anything that's restrictive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like you said, really just surrounding yourself with more of those messages. And it sounds like those kind of mantras are really helpful. And and like it's more about sometimes not what the first thought is, but the second thought. And so like sometimes those old mindsets can come back to light, and then really when you're on this journey and you start doing that work, and you see that like it's that second thought that you have, and that becomes even more powerful. And it's like honoring that those messages still exist in your mind, but you are doing such amazing work to then bring in the new mindset. So that's really great.
Yeah.
Nice. So I would love to know, what is your favorite part or your favorite benefit of being in the Loyobo family? Like what really, really sticks out to you?
All of it.
I know I feel the same, but
this is like really cheesy, but I feel like Loyobo surrounds me like a warm hug. Like, and you know, like
Oh,
hugs are just like the best feeling ever.
uh-huh.
Because I just feel like it's so well-rounded. Like the movement in the courses and the instructors are so good. The Facebook community group has been like wonderful, and a good way to like support each other and post things, and then just the tools that I've learned, and things that I carry with me just from the coaching classes or the workshops. Like, I don't know, just it's hard to pick one thing, and I kind of love all of it.
Yeah, I feel the same, but that's
Yeah.
oh, Loyobo is like a warm hug. I love that. That is so sweet. And I feel very like, as somebody who is a member, I feel very that's very on point. So
Yes.
okay, so since that was I know that you love so many things, but I'll try to get one more specific. So
Okay.
do you have like one memory or like an achievement that really stands out to you, like kind of a light bulb moment or an aha that happened for you?
I guess my first coaching call was kind of like an aha moment.
Okay.
I joined my first coaching call my first week at Loyobo, and I was still
Wow.
learning what Loyobo was all about, and I didn't know what to expect from the coaching call, and just being we were on Zoom, but just being in a room with a few people just talking about what they're struggling with, or what went well for them that week, and just the sharing of experiences, and feeling like you're not alone, like everyone's who's here is kind of all working on their own journey, was just kind of like a light bulb moment, like, yeah, this is a great place for me.
Oh, yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
And I think that piece about not feeling like you're alone, and so many people, even though, you know, we see some of these like influencers who are sharing their struggles, and it is more common nowadays, but it can feel very often like you are alone. Like
Yes.
I had a conversation last week with somebody who was just like, does everybody feel this? Does anybody else feel this way? Like, am I the only one who's feeling this
Yeah.
way? And
Yeah.
it's not that case. Like, you know, so many of us still are going through these like mental blocks, and there's so much work that we're all doing, and it's nice to be able to share in those, like those wins and those successes, but
Yeah.
also the times when you do have a down moment, or when you need that support, someone to lean on and lift you up.
Yeah.
And that's really nice that there's kind of that both of
Yeah.
those things exist for you in the community.
Mhm. And in those
Amazing.
calls, like Courtney, she always has the best tips of like your first step to solving that problem, or changing how you feel, or think about that problem. She's very talented at the coaching part.
It is incredible. Watching Courtney coach is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It's so great that she can provide those things for you specifically, and because it is going to be different for everybody. Everybody
Mhm.
has a different approach and different needs at different points in their journey. So
Mhm.
there's not like a blanket solution for you, and it's not about plugging in your specific situation into some kind of algorithm and and pumping out, here's what you should be
Yeah.
eating and doing and moving. And you know, she's a real person who
Yeah.
listens and is able to give you that feedback, and
Yeah.
that's like, to me, is just invaluable. So I'm glad that
Absolutely.
you enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
So great. Okay, so for other people who are just about to start their self-love journey, or who are
Mhm.
starting to think about it, getting started, what advice do you have for them?
I would say surround yourself with people who are also on their self-love journey, so that you can learn from each other, and lift each other up, because that's kind of what it's all about. And like I've done, like curate your social feed to positive stuff. And yeah, just finding a sense of community so that you don't feel alone, and you feel like you're on this journey with other people who are on the same journey as you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. So thank you for sharing that. And I think that'll really resonate with other people.
Yeah.
And you know, it's it's a big thing to jump into, and it can be really tough, but I think that your advice is fantastic of doing it alongside other people and having those
Yeah.
supports around you.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so great. And
Mhm.
so going forward, what's another goal for you next with the Loyobo community? What are you looking forward to in the next couple of months with Loyobo?
I'm just looking forward to like continuing to kind of sink my teeth into it,
Mhm.
like exploring the classes. I think there's maybe one or two classes I haven't tried yet, so I want to try those ones.
Mhm.
Um, and just like immersing myself in the coaching calls and the workshops that are coming up as well.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that you want to share?
Um, Maybe just that I loved bingo. Like
Oh,
I
good. I'm
love
so glad.
I like do really well with challenges.
Mhm.
I just felt that the squares on the card were so well rounded. And they brought everyone together in the community group by introducing themselves on the Facebook group, which was great for me because I don't know a lot of the members. And
Mhm.
especially now that we've gone 100% online, I felt like that was really valuable for me. And yeah, just doing stuff that put you out of your comfort zone or had you try all different kinds of classes. It was a great August, I will say that.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Was there
Yeah.
like a specific one thing from bingo that like you probably wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for bingo?
Oh, definitely do something that scares you.
Oh, okay.
Just because, like, like you carry on and you just, you do what's in your comfort zone
Mhm.
and that's fine. But when someone pushes you to do something that's outside of your comfort zone, it's scary at the beginning, but then you feel so free afterwards that you've done it.
Mhm.
You've crossed that barrier.
That's so great. I love that. And bingo's not going anywhere. We'll always do bingo. It is definitely a member favorite, and we have more challenges coming up. And I know that being a new member, you haven't experienced our February challenge yet, but it's
Mhm.
February,
Oh,
and it's phenomenal. It's 28 days of love and self-care, and it's all about you. And
oh.
that one is my favorite challenge. And I think that you are absolutely going to love it.
Okay, awesome. Can't wait.
Amazing. Well, I just want to say congratulations again on being our featured member for fall.
Thank you. And
Um,
thank you for nominating me.
I think it was not a big question for us because being new to the community, you've really shown so much commitment to this journey, and making those big steps of being vulnerable, and like you said, joining a coaching call in your first week, that is amazing. That is not something that everyone is comfortable doing,
Yeah, it was scary, but it was good.
and that's okay. And it's okay to take, honor your feelings, and if you're not ready to jump in, but the fact that you recognize that something that you would benefit from, and that you did jump into that, I think is really incredible. So
Thank you.
we absolutely love having you a part of the community, and we're so grateful that you're here, and just loving Loyobo. It's so great.
Oh, I love it here. So thank you very much.
Amazing. Well, obviously I will speak for everybody, all the team and the instructors, saying that we love seeing you on our screen, and we're looking forward to more of it in the coming months.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Emma.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.